This is an ancient real tale from nearly 2600 years, 650 BCE ago now. A beautiful Queen Chelna had a debate with her royal priest in an open royal court which was fully occupied by the public besides the royal members of the kingdom. Queen Chelna and King Shrenik got a love marriage and both belonged to different religions, but it was decided they will not touch that subject between them. There was a tradition: a new queen has to give a feast to the royal priest and his 100 pupils. On reminded by the king about the tradition, the queen never responded well and told him that the priest is not of the required degree. The king often used to discuss it with his guru, who was helpless as the queen did not want to meet him. Guru said that any one meeting will turn the queen's mindset magically as needed. One day the queen offered them a grand feast and a debate afterward, which was open to all the public. All concerned were pleased to know about the event. The date time was decided, and the queen instructed the concerned staff for preparing items secretively. On the day of the feast, Guruji and his pupils were greeted by king and others and were offered to sit in a good-looking hall. A separate arrangement for their leather boots, which had no lace, was built. All were delighted with the arrangements. The queen asked for her confidential lady helpers to take out one boot of each participant from the spot, wash them vigorously and clean them by all means. Cut them into fine pieces and add them to sweet kheer in a specific portion, and these were boiled with milk kheer till they were mixed well, and then added other dry fruits. Besides it, many other good dishes were prepared. At the scheduled time, lunch was offered to them, and lastly, the kheer was served, which was appreciated by all for its flavor. All appreciated the lunch preparation and came out of the hall, but they found only one boot. However, the king arranged another set of boot for them. All came into the royal working hall of the king's place and seated at their respective positions. The hall was densely loaded with a public crowd, but Queen's seat was still empty, and within a few minutes she also took her royal seat. A debate between Queen and the priest took place. "Queen, madam, I have all knowledge. You can ask any question on any subject as said by Guru. You are proficient in clairvoyance knowledge of 3 periods?" asked Queen. "Yes, my father, who was a king, is now on intense penance in the forest. What would be his next birth? He will take the birth of Legion's dog, Cody dog. When he comes in contact with my foot, his disease will be over," stated Guruji. The queen was furious but controlled herself in a normal tone. "Do you really possess the clairvoyance knowledge?" "No doubt," told Guruji. "Tell me, what did you eat today for lunch?" Queen asked. After defining the food items by Guruji, he was more concerned with the milk kheer of its credible taste, never ate before. "What it contained?" asked Queen. Guruji specified the inclusion of constituents. "There is still some more," said Queen. He could not find it. The queen became very annoyed, and she stood up and shouted at him loudly, "You are a big liar and do not know of clairvoyance, and talk so high. You ate the leather of your boot with great taste that was included in your kheer when you do not know the recent past but talk so highly." The queen left the royal hall. The public loudly yelled at him that the priest is crafty. Soon all left the hall. The king and the priest were stunned to observe the scene. The priest was planning for the next move and softly said to the king, "Queen polluted our souls. We will have to go to heaven for purifying the soul." King asked, "What help can I provide?" "Tomorrow morning we all would leave the body here and transmit the soul to heaven for a week time. You have to safeguard our bodies till we return back." The next morning, Guruji was encircled by 7 successive rows, and all were in penance facial dress, being guarded by king's soldiers to watch their bodies. The king and the queen visited the spot to see if the arrangement was going on well. 3 days passed away, and the queen told very softly the king, "These bodies without the soul would give a bad odor. This is ridiculous and will cause a spread of disease in the city." "Yes, agreed, but I am helpless to commence anything new," said king. "They have not gone anywhere. They are here and playing drama, and I can prove it," said queen. "Please do as I say. Make a wood stall around their bodies at a 12 feet distance with an open way for going out. After, fire the woods and look at the real drama." King said, "There should not be any a bit harm to them." The queen said, "I cannot think of killing an ant, and what to talk about human killing. Believe me." As instructed, the woods were encircled and put on fire. The pupils in the outer circular row of sitting arrangement felt the heat and conversed with the inner circle colleagues to pass the message to Guru that what should they do. But no instruction came in. With the increasing heat potency, the pupils near the firewood could not bear its intensity, and one of them stood up and ran away through the given way. The crowd watching the whole episode yelled about arriving of the soul from heaven, and this way the outer row got emptied within a few minutes. This way all left their place and ran away. The Guru, at last, left alone, also jumped on the firewood and got burnt badly before the help could be given. He passed away.